Well, Miltiades is definitely in the meta.
Miltiades is the meta. There is nothing else. There is only Miltiades.
Why not pick Altieri? I don't know. I think Altieri is a valid pick on Salernum. So they just decided against them. They brought in Dexterous, but Dexterous is a flexible player. He can play Miltiades, he can play Light Arc, he can play other things as well. Like Leonidas, Spikes, Slingers as well, I think.
Do you think they're gonna rush? I think they're gonna rush.
Oh, they're definitely gonna rush. Should I change the name from Sun Tzu to Wilhelmid Rush?
Obviously. Why haven't you done that already?
I did that once already. They changed back the proper names. I'm gonna make it a little bit official.
I mean, come on, at this point it's just bureaucratic.
All enemy forces.
Okay, Zeus team pushing in for that watchtower, though very, very slightly and slowly. Tiberius going with one of his units to cap to prevent ninja caps.
How much do you want to bet only thing that's going on through their head is Leroy Jenkins?
Well, it's your Jenkins, embraces that. There we go, spotting points for Cure. Pelasgus has ranged him, he needs to engage, but instead he goes into phalanx. Will Morgoth charge it? No, Cure just got feared. Cure approaches with his other unit. First blood to Sun Tzu, but first blood to Zeus actually.
Is gonna get
and
roaded.
Okay, ranged fire from both teams. Sin is firing in at Morgoth. Pelasgus is or was firing at Cure. He'll get a very good angle of firing at Cure if he does that. There's Kiwi as well. And Kiwi gets barraged. He needs to dodge, but he's slow. Oh yeah, one of his units got quite wrecked. Lost half man. The other two are fine.
Yep.
And those javelins are helping. They are wrecking Morgoth, and Cure is winning that matchup heavily thanks to Kiwi's help. But Kiwi needs to be aware of those Pelasgus archers that are focus firing him right now.
Exactly, he'll need those for the late game, assuming there is one.
And if Kiwi is being shot by Pelasgus, Sin should be shooting Pelasgus.
Exactly.
They have vision on him, they have Watchtower, but this is not being punished. Instead, Sin is barraging, or he's not barraging, he's shooting at Hell Sun Tzu. Hell Sun Tzu's javelin are also low on health right now. There are only two of them.
Sin, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? He's gonna dodge you, he's gonna block you. Shoot Pelasgos.
Well, he's not dodging properly because he's already below half HP and almost down to quarter. There we go. Pelasgus is barraging to Sin, missing completely. Sin managed to dodge it. So both archers on full health, though there's a clear advantage in terms of health on ranged on javelins. But the battle is very, very close. I would say slight advantage to Sun Tzu. Now they're capitalizing.
Yep.
Tiberius will be routed.
Tiberius is routed.
Very low on health.
The melee is breaking.
Barrage into Sin. This time hitting.
That is a hit. I guess Sin is now paying for his sins.
Sin tries to get back at Pelasgus, but Pelasgus is dodging up with rapid advance.
Fails.
Yep, dodging it almost completely. Ravrage comes in with his charge. Not doing that much damage, to be honest. Charging into pikes. Now, huge punish for that mistake. He tried to finish Sun Tzu's javelin, but he didn't do it. Sin is doing that quite well.
Sin is not shooting Pelasgos, and Pelasgos almost took out all of Kiwi's javelins. They're almost all dead. Hell, Sun Tzu.
He's also dealt a lot of damage to Sin, and Sin is just not firing bad at Pelasgus.
Exactly.
Pelasgus is also being protected by Antima, so they're gonna share the damage if it ever goes there. Ika got routed, but Ravage could actually capitalize quite heavily on it, but he's not doing that. Instead of Pelasgus, find some... Oh, that's a flat barrage into Sin. Cannot dodge that. But that's quite amazing how he found a flat barrage in there. Just slight curvature of the terrain allowed him to shoot flat despite Tiberius Pikeman being there. And Sin, now he's barraging Pelasgus.
But with so few men left, he just can't do it. Being
blobbed doesn't work.
Exactly.
If you're blobbed, you cannot flat barrage. And well, he doesn't have much health to work with anyway. Kiwi has been also wrecked.
So right now, Sun Tzu has the
can't help
melee
Cure anymore.
advantage. Slight melee advantage, but the range advantage definitely
Possibly.
goes to Pelasgos.
And Zeus is doing the correct thing. They are holding instead
Exactly.
of and allowing Pelasgos to do that. And I'm quite surprised. Like, if we remember Art of War versus Sun Tzu, Sun Tzu has been doing exactly that, and they have been executing that perfectly, to be honest. Just one unit after one unit, throwing into the melee engagements in choke points, and using the range advantage to their advantage. But
this is on a whole
this
new
is not
level.
happening in this
This is whole strategy built around that. They have been using that for a very long time. That's how Sun Tzu and I got so good at dodging the archer fire. And Sin has made.
I wouldn't say Sun Tzu has been doing good job of dodging that fire.
He can't. Poor guy.
He's almost dead now.
He is almost
3
dead.
men left.
He's almost dead, but so is Kiwi, and Sun Tzu still has his infantry to buff them up. Kiwi also almost dead. Like, I'm just so obsessed over the fact that Sin has not been shooting Pelasgos, and that might cost them. In fact, that will cost them the whole tournament.
Yeah, exactly that.
Like, there's no way around it. No way around it. It's just
they have the range advantage. They have watchtowers, so they see everything they want. They can hide inside a forest, inside tall grass, if they want. Well, not really in tall grass. But yeah, there's so many ways to play around it. But I think just the nerves got into them.
Yep. Very much likely. Very much likely.
And when you're facing those tier 10 commanders, well, they are fearful, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, all they need to do is to just hold this position, and they are holding that position. They're just gonna shoot to death. Those Miltiades don't have much chance.
Well, we see Zeus doing exactly the same thing that Sun Tzu has been doing versus Art of War team.
Yep.
Throwing in one unit after another. As one unit dies, another one comes in. Ravage found the charge into Pelasgos, but that's nowhere close.
Nope. Too late. Too little. Too late. Too little. Too late. It's not gonna work. See, right now they're drawing on Pelasgos. I think I'm not the only one who is so frustrated here that Pelasgos was not the one being fired at. I mean, targeting priority, people. First you eliminate your threat, and then you go for the rest.
Exactly. Like, the range, the melee fight wasn't going to be fast.
Yes.
Both because of all the phalanxes in play.
Caesars, phalanxes. Those are a lot of melee defense over there. You're not going to be able to push through that. It was going to come down to the melee. Sun Tzu is doing something. They are just trying to rout this last Miltiades. But Echo still has Miltiades. Tiberius still has his. That's Morgoth. I'm trying to see. I mean, there's no chance.
They just disrespected the value that range units bring into the game.
Yeah, I think
that just feels like it, and the lack of maybe proper psychological preparation. I mean, they have been put under a lot of stress. That's definitely a formidable opponent to be well reckoned with, but still, you need that mental preparation.
Yes, exactly. And look at this. They're not even capitalizing on their Miltiades advantage. What are they doing? They're fighting this 3v1. And this, partially, you might attribute this current situation to a broken flanking system, because they were being attacked from 3 sides. Now, looking at the unit, they don't have a single flanking debuff.
Well, that's because, well, all units are wavering, and wavering units cannot apply, but before, yeah. Well, at least they are showing sportsmanship, not being salty like me. Hashtag biased caster. Linux is saying that he likes the Sun Tzu composition better. Well, whoever has the more Miltiades has the better composition, Kappa.
Exactly. Like, they could have won. I believe they had the advantage when it came to composition.
They could have won all the battles. It just went down to like proper execution.
Yeah.
And maybe like those slight Yeah, we have to acknowledge that, and devs are actually working against that now with the patch 3.1.2, where they are limiting a commander to the tier of the unit.